to me, what ended up happening is I started living from up here, and I completely came out of my body, and it actually got in the way a lot with my manifestations, my personal life, my job at the time, all kinds of things. And I actually could not articulate the things that I was experiencing up here. So I ultimately felt kind of like trapped almost, like separated from my body. I couldn't share the things that I was experiencing. Sure, they were freaking awesome, but it's almost like I lost my personal expression in all that energy. Like I got lost in it. I got turned into a big soup bowl instead of being able to genuinely express my power and myself. If you're having an issue with your throat chakra, and you might think that you don't have an issue with your throat chakra, but the moment you tune in and you really open it up with some of the tools we're gonna talk about in this video, it is instantly gonna help you to realize how much more open that throat chakra could be. Because when your throat chakra is open, you can literally speak your expression into reality and manifest literally anything that is actually resonant of who you truly are. But if you've got a throat chakra blockage, it's highly likely that you'll end up caught up in all kinds of perpetual loops that your awareness might not even realize. And that's why in this video, we are talking about our 3 favorite crystals for the throat chakra, as well as a little bit of information that might also be great to go along with this topic. So this is actually Ruby. This is my partner, Ruby. And she knows all about throat chakra energy. And this is a chakra that she's done some specific work on. And we both have the same 3 favorite crystals for the throat chakra. So she's gonna be chiming in and helping to give an alternate perspective and another voice in this video. And my name's Nathan too, by the way, if you happen to be new here. Okay, so first things first. How do you know if your throat chakra is open? Well, firstly, a lot of people say that the throat chakra is really about speaking your truth and certain things like this. And this definitely has to do with the throat chakra. But to me, what an extremely open throat chakra is when you're not thinking about anything and yet it all just comes out of your mouth. And as the words leave your mouth, there's this euphoria. There's this vibrational energy that just rockets all around in your body. There's this massive emphasis and you feel so powerful. Everything that you are just comes through. Now, this is an extremely powerful thing in our lives to be able to speak super clearly with the throat chakra. Because when you're able to express your truth in these ways and have it emphasize in reality, there's nothing that can stop you. Because you can hear who you are coming clearly through yourself. You can feel it. And so much of the problems we have in life is that we don't necessarily know exactly who we are, and we get caught up in different stereotypes, societal complexes, relationship pressures, certain ideas of what it means to be successful, what you're supposed to wear, so on and so forth. So to me, this is what an open throat chakra is. This is what it feels like.
I think that for certain people, it's naturally easier to speak your truth and have a very open throat chakra. And for other people, it's like less of an easy, natural thing. Like for example, Nathan very naturally has an open throat chakra, and like he has that vibe about him. But for other people, it might not. So it like just depends.
Yeah, so here's something that is my personal opinion about this, and good point, Ruby, because for some people it might be harder than others. My personal opinion about this is the same way that when I curl weights and I'm lifting weight, my muscle will grow and become bigger. Right. You ever heard use it or lose it? I guarantee you that the chakras that are the most active on you are the ones that you're constantly using every single day and are giving energy to. And the ones that we have issues with are ones that we're not exercising, we're not giving attention to, and we just have been stepping all over them without giving it any awareness at all. And this is a lot of what we're doing to ourselves. But for me, I've been singing, I've been acting, I've been doing theater, I've been making YouTube videos, I've been writing songs, I've been reading poetry, writing stories. Literally since I was like 5 years old, I was writing songs and sharing them with everybody. So maybe my throat chakra's like this because I've been doing it every single day, and I know absolutely that it's who I am. But as Ruby has said, that sometimes it's not the same for everybody. So I know, for example, some people might have grown up in a situation, maybe you can relate, I'd love to know if you could, but maybe some people have grown up in a situation where they weren't able to speak their truth as much, where perhaps other people in their lives kind of dominate and put their own opinions in that person, right? Like as in whenever you speak up or when you have something to share at the table, maybe your siblings or your parents kind of laugh at you, make you feel dumb. Maybe you've been told a lot that you're wrong. So you're used to when you speak from yourself that it gets shut down and that maybe people don't like that. And so ultimately you stop using that chakra and stop speaking because you know nobody's gonna hear you, nobody's gonna listen. And a lot of times we start convincing ourselves that what other people are saying are true. And that's when your throat chakra gets really effed, my friends. I've seen it in some very close people in my life. And to me, having an open throat chakra that vibes is probably one of my favorite things about my reality. Like I have extreme confidence in my ability to just be me. And again, at the risk of sounding douchey, just for the sake of this video, maybe you guys noticed that about me, maybe you felt that. You know, there's other areas of my life that are a little bit weaker, like my root chakra. What's this, the one that's like the sex one? What is that? Like the sacral, I think?
Sacral.
Yeah. Anyways, the sex one, yeah. The point is that I do have some weak areas where the energy isn't flowing as powerfully as it could be. And yet the throat just really is going. So we all have the strengths and weaknesses like Ruby said. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about our 3 most powerful and favorite crystal energies to open that throat chakra and get it going. And my ultimate perspective on this is that these crystal energies will help you to tap in, begin working with, and use the throat chakra until you can just boom, bust it open and you'll just be vibing and flowing, dude. Like I'm telling you, the kind of like confidence, it's not necessarily confidence isn't the right word, but the kind of confidence that comes with this is just absolutely insane. So the first crystal that we're gonna talk about in this video is Lapis Lazuli. And Ruby, I'm gonna zoom in, she wears a Lapis Lazuli every single day.
It's the beads, not the Cavansite, just
Right.
so you guys know.
Yeah, the one that was right there on the end of it right here is not, but the necklace part is lapis. So,
Yes.
Ruby, would you go ahead and share with us what is your favorite thing about the Lapis Lazuli and kind of what you feel about this energy?
Right, so I kind of, to a certain point, never used to resonate with Lapis Lazuli like before, but at a certain point I did. Like it's funny how you like resonate with certain crystals at certain times in your life. But anyways, Nathan gave me this necklace and I really liked it, and I like the energy of it because it's like a grounding kind of throat energy, and I feel like it's like a natural kind of almost like a high and lower stone. Like it's kind of in the in-between, and it's comfortable, you know, and it's like not super high or like whatever, but I think it's a great throat energy to work with. And if, for example, I didn't used to resonate with like the lower quality pieces, so I got a higher grade piece, which I really like. So sometimes if you don't resonate with certain crystals, if you get a higher grade of them, then you might. So that's what I've experienced.
Yeah, I love that, dude, yeah.
Thanks.
So I actually fully agree with what Ruby said about the lapis and why it's one of my favorite throat chakra energies. It's like right smack there, you know? It's not too intense, it's not too low, and I love how you said the part about resonance, because it seems like the right crystal just comes into our lives at the perfect time for us.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think I'm going too far in saying this because Ruby's seen my videos and we live together and she knows me. So she knows I share a lot. So hopefully it's okay that I say this. But the reason that I gave Ruby the Lapis Lazuli out of all the throat chakra energies is because to me, it's the most protective.
Yeah.
Meaning for, like I explained in the beginning, how certain issues with the throat chakra might come up. Sometimes what happens to people is they feel their truth and they have it, but it's almost like a cat's got their tongue, right? That expression. It's like they can't quite say what's on their mind or what they're feeling. It's not coming through. And ultimately, my experience and what I've seen in other people that happens for this is when they have people or friends or just past experiences in any way in their lives that might have kind of stomped on them when they did say what they were feeling from their truth. And so it becomes hard, because if you feel like you can't flow with the throat chakra because you're worried about what other people will think, or you are really sensitive and feel what other people feel towards you, or you feel like you have to please other people and that's why you can't speak your truth. Totally. Lapis Lazuli.
Yeah.
Lapis Lazuli. That's the one for all those things, 100%.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think like he said, it's very protective. So I got it at a time in my life when I was having a hard time, like with certain things, my family and stuff, and it was kind of hard for me to really speak my truth and stand up for myself. And when I got it, I just felt a huge difference in energy within me. And I think it really helped me at that time, and it still does. So.
Yeah, exactly. So this is why it's one of the best energies. I'm gonna walk backwards so we can keep the lighting right, but feel free to walk regular. You can guide me, don't let me fall. I suppose we could have started this video in a better spot where we wouldn't have to do this, but you know, we're going. We're not gonna redo it. So this is what Lapis Lazuli is really helpful for. If you feel like you care too much what other people think, if you feel like you can't speak your truth because there's a certain kind of energy of people in your life have been dominating you, you feel like when you speak up, nobody really accepts it, right? If you feel like other people's energy comes at you really hard, Lapis Lazuli, I've got a video all about and all dedicated to Lapis Lazuli tagged in the description for you guys. I recommend you check it out, because in that video we talk a lot more about the energy, and maybe you'll be able to feel that this maybe is the one that really will resonate and help you. To me personally, It is one of the most intense energies that I've ever put on.
It's like powerful.
It's freaking powerful.
Definitely.
And to me, I feel freaking, this is like putting your foot down, like, I just feel like don't mess with me. And to me personally, the energy can make me a little bit more aggressive in the way that I speak up for myself. Yeah. And I personally don't really want to choose to be that version of myself that does that. So I don't personally work with the energy too much, but for a lot of people, it could be the perfect energy to tune into that could help you to learn some things and to start speaking up for yourself. And again, the more you do this, the more you speak up for yourself, the more you speak from yourself, not from others, not speaking for other people. You're not here to live for them. You realize you came here to live your life, right?
Right.
Lapis Lazuli is definitely the one for you.
Totally.
Okay, so let's go ahead and keep walking here. You know what, I'm gonna cut ahead, guys, so we can turn around this corner and get the lighting right. So, the second throat chakra energy crystal to mention in this video is in my top 3 favorites, and I just love it oh so much. Because the lapis is so freaking powerful, it blows my mind. If you watch that video I tagged below, you'll realize I'm like a totally different person with that energy. Super intense, very powerful. But this one is just so smooth and peaceful and is the most balanced of all throat chakra energies that I've ever worked with. As a matter of fact, the most balanced crystal energy I've ever worked with. To me, blue kyanite is the smoothest, most balanced energy. Now, what I really love about blue kyanite for the throat chakra is that a lot of times we have lots of chaotic energy moving around in us. So I think that there's a high potential that there could be some people that are having issues with their throat chakra because the energy is so chaotic and so all over the place, and we pick up so much, right? So here's my example. Like we said, when you use it, it grows. When you don't use it, it kind of suffers a little bit, right? So for me, for example, and a certain part of my spiritual journey when I was getting into crystals, I started working a lot with phenakite and Moldavite, which, we go ahead and step out. We got some bikes coming. Which for me, I absolutely love that high vibrational crown chakra energy. It's probably one of my favorites to work with, is those kind of energies. But what ended up happening is I was spending so much time up here and experiencing so much ridiculous stuff, like ridiculous in a good way to me. Like it was just absolutely amazing, right? To me, what ended up happening is I started living from up here, and I completely came out of my body and it actually got in the way a lot with my manifestations, my personal life, my job at the time, all kinds of things. And I actually could not articulate the things that I was experiencing up here. So I ultimately felt kind of like trapped almost, like separated from my body. I couldn't share the things that I was experiencing. Sure, they were freaking awesome, but it's almost like I lost my personal expression in all that energy. Like I got lost in it. I got turned into a big soup bowl instead of being able to genuinely express my power and myself. So this is where blue kyanite came in and really helped me, and how I think it might be a great one for you, and it might resonate with you if you're watching this right now and you're feeling it like, yeah, this is the one, guys. It's blue kyanite, because it smooths out that energy. Blue kyanite has an amazing ability to take all that excess energy going on up here and level it out throughout the entire body. If you have really, really intense, for example, sacral chakra, it'll help to level everything out. Because when you have one chakra that's pumping so much, you become unbalanced, and when you become unbalanced, you will start triggering all kinds of certain events and things in your life that just might not be what you prefer. And we'll leave it at that. So the blue kyanite, I love the way this throat chakra energy feels, because it's peaceful. It's super zen, it's very meditated, it's balanced, it's smooth. If you feel like you have hyperactivity or like super intense just anxiety in general, and that might be part of your problem, blue kyanite, 100%, try this one out. The ones we're mentioning in this video are actually pretty affordable, guys. They're not crazy, and you can get them at any store. You could also help support our store and our business and this channel by checking out our Etsy below. I think maybe I'll do my best. We'll get some things listed for you guys. Yeah. But anyways, these are awesome energies, and we're really recommending them from a genuine place of like, I don't know how many crystals I've worked with by now. But these are 100% the top 3. And that's why, well, first let's go ahead and ask Ruby. Obviously you guys know I'm flying right now, you can feel it, and that's the next energy I'm gonna talk about, and it'll kind of come full circle. But right now, Ruby, what do you have to say about blue kyanite? Is this one that you've really worked with?
Yeah, I've dabbled.
Ruby has worked at crystal stores before.
Yeah, so like, I like all kinds of kyanites, but blue kyanite is definitely unique in the way that, like he said, it's very balanced. And I think, I haven't worked with it like a ton, but it's good for astral travel. Like,
oh yeah. Oh,
it.
Great point, dude. Yeah, astral travel. Yeah. I'm so sorry to cut you off, but like this is a perfect time to just prompt you guys that we have another video tagged below all about blue kyanite astral traveling. Dude, blue kyanite, when I got blue kyanite, I started astral traveling without even knowing how to do it. And I was like, what the hell's going on? I had multiple experiences where I went and visited one of my friends, Kari, and she literally told me the next day that I came and visited her in the astral, and I was like, holy crap, just from sleeping with blue kyanite under my pillow. Check it out. Go ahead.
Yes, very good point. But other than that, I don't really work with blue kyanite as much as Nathan has, so that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no worries. So I think that what we should go ahead and say then is let's go ahead and talk about the third, and it's actually my all-time favorite crystal.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
I know, because I was hyping it up.
You said it was your favorite.
Yeah. Well, that was my favorite for being really smooth and being peaceful and balanced. And I think the best, in my personal opinion, for throat chakra, it's the best one to reach out and grab if you just aren't sure which is the best for you. Because blue kyanite has a balanced way where it really works with you, and I think that it'll work for you no matter what your issue is. And it's really affordable. Like I'm telling you, you can afford blue kyanite, guys. Yeah. You really can. So that's partly why I'm so excited about it. I'm grateful to it. So this one we're gonna talk about now is Cavansite. It is my all-time favorite crystal. Out of all the crystal I've worked with, this is the one, okay guys? This is the one I'm freaking pumped about. I got playlists about these things tagged below, but we're gonna go ahead and let Rubeth here discuss how she feels about Cavansite, because she's the one who introduced me to it and got me onto it. So you go ahead and start this one.
Okay, so, whoa.
She's holding the gimbal. She's never done it before.
So I really like Cavansite because it's one of the highest vibration throat energies. And for those of you who resonate with higher vibe like tektites or impactites and stones like that, this is a really awesome mineral for you to get. And like it's okay, so this is my Cavansite right here.
Here.
Nathan will get a better clip of it.
Yeah, we'll show you our Cavansite collection. We got a bunch right now. We're very enthusiastic about it.
But it's like kind of a turquoise color, so that's why I feel like it resonates with both the heart chakra and the throat chakra. That's why Nathan sometimes kind of calls it blue Moldavite.
It's blue Moldavite, guys, okay? It's literally blue Moldavite.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. It's blue Moldavite.
Here, you can hold it. I'm not good at this.
Okay, it's okay. You're doing a great job.
But like...
Oh, okay. We fixed it.
It was going down.
It's okay. I know it's hard to learn.
But anyways, it's very... it's a very high vibration energy, and I feel like it just makes you kind of like blast off. Like it totally does remind me of Moldavite, but like throat version, you know, instead of heart, but like kind of heart still because it's turquoise. So yeah.
Okay, my camera's about to die. I need to put in a new battery. Cavansite. Like I said, Cavansite is absolutely my all-time favorite crystal. And I don't know, I'm welcoming a new crystal to come in and be the new favorite. Like, I'm always down, but I don't know, guys, it's hard with this one because it's freaking so fly. So here's the deal.
So fly.
You know how I'm just like... Sometimes since I started working with Cavansite, my words turn into word soup. Because my energy, my expression, my genuine being is flying so freaking fast. Cavansite is the highest vibrational throat chakra energy you will ever work with. I feel pretty confident to say that, though I haven't, of course, worked with every single crystal in the world, but I'm telling you guys, I am flying with this energy. And I'm flying so fast that my human mouth literally cannot keep up to express the things that I am in the current moment and who I am being and the expression. Now here's what I personally think in my experience with the Cavansite. I am an incredibly fast energy. That's just the way that I am. I think all of us are a little bit of a different expression, right? To me, I'm insanely fast, very quick moving, lots of places at once. It's kind of just my vibe and who I am. Also a Gemini. High five if you're a Gemini too, let me know below. But to me, the reason that the Cavansite is so powerful, maybe it won't have you flying as fast conversationally as it does for me, but here's what it will do, and this is something I feel very sure of with the Cavansite. Cavansite is the highest vibrational, and it reaches in, and who you really, really are, that genuine expression of yourself in all of its glory, it just comes through. I don't even have to think about what I'm saying or where I'm trying to go with something. Every single video I have made since getting Cavansite, I literally have no idea what the video is, guys. I literally don't know. We literally were just walking, we're like, let's talk about throat chakra. Okay, hit record, boom. This whole video has happened. Boom. All this stuff comes through. I don't know where. Because with Cavansite, I'm not attached. This is the magic of the Cavansite energy. I'm not attached to any ideas of who I am. I'm not attached to the way I think things are supposed to be. I'm not gripping onto any story. I'm sitting back and I'm watching the story unfold. Are you laughing at me?
No.
He's totally laughing at me. Yes, I use my hands a lot. Yeah, okay. My grandpa did that a lot when I was growing up. I think I picked it up. So this is the energy of Cavansite. Here's my personal opinion about Cavansite. I don't know what it's gonna do to you guys. I would love if some of you guys got some Cavansite and tried it out and let me know. A lot of you guys, we really keep up together. We share our experiences with the crystals. It's my favorite thing about this channel. So thank you for being here and being a part of that. But I'm telling you, I can't entirely tell you what's gonna happen because I genuinely feel that what the Cavansite is doing is it's reaching into who I really am and just birthing me in the most beautiful way. It feels so freaking good. I love it. I literally have spent pretty much most of my savings now on the Cavansites. C's not 100% pleased about that decision I made, but you know what? I love Cavansite.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I think it's good too. I love it. It's more valuable than the money in my opinion because the energy is freaking, it's electric. It's electric, and that's why I think it's like blue Moldavite. It has this alien energy, this electricity, this way that all of a sudden you're just flying and you're tuning into all kinds of stuff. So who would Cavansite be best for? I'm not 100% sure because it is a newer one to me. You can go ahead and check below. I'll have my Cavansite playlist created there. I know a lot more videos are gonna come out, so you can reference this if you're seeing this video in the future. There's probably gonna be some better stuff there about Cavansite to tune into. But the truth is maybe I could just mention who I think maybe it wouldn't necessarily be the best for. I think for someone who likes to feel like they really have a really good understanding of everything, I think somebody who likes to feel like they know exactly who they are, they know everything that's gonna happen, somebody that really likes the routine, somebody that doesn't really necessarily like change or transformation, somebody who, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Somebody who really just wants to be the way they are and this is the way it is, and yes, and I'm not doing this to sass you if that's you. They're all just choices. There's no right or wrong. This is your story. Live it how you want, right? Perhaps Cavansite wouldn't be the best for this kind of person that doesn't want more to come out. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Because Cavansite is really bringing up a lot and it's letting it out, and I love it. Because I'm a pretty crazy person like that. But I could see how this energy might be a little bit unsettling for some people in the same way that Moldavite can be considered one that is not one that everybody might want to pick up, right? I think everybody could really benefit from it, but that's me projecting from my own experience. Again, we're all choosing our own stories and there ain't nothing wrong with that. So what do you think about this? Do you have anything to say about what I've just shared, Rubith?
Yeah, I think it's like Moldavite in the way that it's also kind of a shadow work vibe sometimes.
Oh, like, wow.
When you're really flowing and you're really expressing yourself and expressing your emotions, I feel like it might have something to do with that, because I feel like when I started wearing Cavansite like regularly, then I started having more, I don't know, things come up, and I haven't been wearing my Moldavite, so.
Dude, we've been going on a lot of walks and a lot has been coming up.
Right.
We've been talking about a lot.
Yeah.
And you're right, I didn't even realize.
It's those like conversations that really are hard to talk about, and you're working through like things you didn't even realize about yourself before, and now they're coming up and you're talking about them and you're working through them. I feel like Cavansite helps facilitate that.
Wow. Dude, you're so freaking intuitive. I love you. Wow, she's totally right. I didn't even think to put that in here. Great job, Rubith.
Thanks.
Ever since we started wearing Cavansite, we've literally been having like super transformational, deep conversations. A lot of traumas and stuff have been coming up, but we've been expressing them freely and lightly. As in, again, like I feel like what I said is true too, like you're not attaching to it as much because it just flies through. It just kind of flies out, and it's a lot easier to let things happen organically. But we've been working through a lot of certain things in our life, and we've been really blooming in our relationship and letting go of a lot of traumas from like family experiences, things like this. Damn, you are so right. So, okay guys, those are the 3 best crystals for the throat chakra according to Ruby and I. I would love to hear from you guys. What is your favorite throat chakra energy, and what is your opinion on chakras in general? I would love to know more from you. Do you feel like you have a chakra that's the most open and one that perhaps is the most closed or issued? I'd love to hear from you below. For me, just for a sake of conversation, for fun, I would say probably my throat and my crown are the most open, and I know I already said probably my root and my sacral are the most issued. What do you think, Ruby? Do you feel good to share too?
Yeah, I think my sacral chakra, my root, and probably my heart are all pretty flowing, so yeah. Yeah,
I agree with that for sure. And I think that has a whole other thing about resonance, and when you attract certain energy into your life, ours really complements and is very healing to each other. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking this video, and thanks for letting me know what you think below. Can't wait to see you guys for the next video, and we'll see you soon.
Peace.
Peace.